I've never really been a fan of those type of videos.
Why you say that?
Only because I feel like it's a bit immature. Only because you have what 10 guys, 10 girls line up just to say smash or pass. I'm guessing in that industry it's more to it than just that.
Well, it's not. That's not my industry. That's just a
Okay.
type of video I did. You know, like if a chef made a certain type of like if a chef made fried chicken and he's just experimenting. It's not like he's a fried chicken chef. He just made it one time. So I cooked it up one time just to see how it flowed. In terms of like the immaturity part, I guess, but then like we could really talk about all entertainment being immature for the most part. Like from the entertainment where you're like ostracizing like black relationships, like modern day toxicity, like it's like if you want to like talk about all entertainment, it's really all immature, but you know, like people just gravitate towards like the immaturity to some degree, you know what I'm saying? Like it's funny. Like, you know, at the end of the day it's immature, but it's funny, but that's kind of like the thin line, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I'm like in my 20s, but there's grown people doing smasher passes. Like 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds, you know, older people, and they're eating off of it. So is they're like really immature if they're making money, you know what I'm saying? Like
I think that's the real question in today's world. Whatever you do in life, as long as you're making money, is it considered worth it?
depends. That's you know, it depends on how you want to view it.
Like OnlyFans, for example. A lot of people are doing OnlyFans, adult content, but they're making money. Does it mean it's right? Is it worth it? Or is it just you're making money, go for it?
in terms of that, like OnlyFans, I feel like that line is a little blurred because it's like I feel like OnlyFans in that aspect is like in the long run detrimental to like to society
Yeah.
because we're paying women to like what, you know, it's just to me it makes sense until it doesn't make sense. Like it's just like okay, I've never had an OnlyFans subscription, rightfully so, but like I look at it like at some point, you know, if you was to have an OnlyFans subscription, like I saw somebody like spend like 35K on like Ruby Rose, and I'm just like thinking like, what did you gain from that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like really, what did you gain from that? Except look like a goofy. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah.
I just feel like, but then that's where society's headed. Like you spent 35 bands on some OnlyFans girl, then ain't really gain a real interaction with her. She's not taking you any more serious, and you're getting clowned on. But that's like where society's going, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If one person's doing it, there's a rack of people trailing. You know what I'm saying? So, in terms of like doing anything for money, I feel like in terms of you're comparing OnlyFans to YouTube, so that's like it's kind of like I can't really agree with you on that. But like in terms of like
Well, what I've noticed is that in that industry, not exactly studio backdrops, but let's say like streaming and those popular YouTubers like King said, they invite OnlyFans models to promote their OnlyFans. And then so their kids or their fan base, which are mainly kids, go towards their links. They try to see what type of models on their video, and then that usually leads to adult content.
oh
So I
like
kind of just group it all together.
like down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Well, I personally have never had an OnlyFans joint. Well, that can like that. Well, I'll say this: no
To your
OnlyFans girl
knowledge.
promoted herself with my stuff. Yeah, no OnlyFans girl was like, "Hell yeah, go follow my OnlyFans." Nah,
Yeah.
that never happened.
Do you think someone that you worked with has done OnlyFans?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but there's a
Alright,
possibility.
There is a possibility. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, da da da," because respectfully, some of the girls that have been in my videos were strippers. You know what I'm saying?
Dancers, exotic dancers.
Nah, they were strippers.
Strippers.
Let's
That's
just
what they say,
let's
exotic
call us-
dancers.
Nah, I'm calling spades. They were strippers. Like, they were strippers. You know what I'm saying? But it was beautiful. Like I feel like to be a stripper, you kind of have to be bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like a tip the hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because come on, let's be for real. You ever go to a strip? Well, have you ever been to a strip club?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been to one. I actually got COVID from it.
For real? Damn,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Never going again.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
But like in terms of like, I've never walked into a strip club and like I've never been like there's ugly strippers. Like on average, every stripper is at least a 7.5 or higher. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that's the whole question, right? It's like with the God given looks and advantages that you have, why not take advantage?
yeah,
I was this close to starting OnlyFans with my ex after the pandemic.
why didn't you?
I've always been curious, man, because like it's one thing to talk bad on the industry, but unless you actually try it for yourself to have more input, then you can see what it's actually like. I made a hit piece about OnlyFans in one of my talk show videos, and I was saying that OnlyFans, it's really bad, and the people that are in the industry right now should know better. But, after pressing the record button when I was done with my video, I'm thinking, am I just hating, or do I actually have to put myself in that position first to have more information? I think that goes along with a lot of things that people do on the internet. You can talk nonsense about something from first view, but when you're actually in their shoes, then you get to see what it's really like. So I've always been curious. I'm not going to lie.